Hey guys, welcome back to 2000 and something, the worst movie review channel on the internet.
It's terrible. You really went just from what was it, Elmo in the last video, and now you're
Essentially high pitched to more southern twang. My name is Bull Buckle Jr. And just real quick, guys, looks like a bunch of little rings. Wait, oh, it's like a sphere-looking thing. Now that that's over,
Is that the power you got from the Encanto candle?
unfortunately.
Ring magic.
Ring magic. Oh. So, for those who haven't read the title, today we're reviewing
Encanto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Will, how do you pronounce the title of this movie?
Oh, in real life, I say Encanto. To bug you, I say Encanta. Because
It's Encanto.
well, how do you say it? You
Encanto.
usually say Encanto. Or,
Encanto?
yeah, that's what you say.
Yeah, I'm half Hispanic.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah, I'm my dad's from South America. He's
Oh, I guess I
Peruvian.
did know that. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're my best friend. You should know that.
See, every time you've done that, I've been like, Joey, you're the whitest person on planet Earth.
Oh, I
Please
am.
stop
I don't
saying
know how to speak
Ganta."
Spanish whatsoever, but anytime
Right.
I say a Spanish word, my body just adds an accent to it for no reason. I don't know why.
I can't roll my R's.
I can't either.
I had a Spanish teacher who got really mad at me about it.
I try to do it, but it just ended up me sounding like I'm gargling my saliva. So, without further ado, let's get a little chit chat and just jump right into this.
Jump right into it, guys.
All righteous, man. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of voices on this one, I guess. So the reason why we're doing Encanto
Yeah.
is because of this comment right here.
Wow.
Bumped my mic. So this is the first comment we got on a
Right.
video. So I
And
was
it's
like,
totally not your dad, right?
I don't know, if you watch the last video, you may or may not find out who this person is. I don't know. Maybe you
knows?
should just go check out the last video and find out. Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate this movie?
If you had asked me before I rewatched it for this, I would have given it maybe a 4. I'll give it a 7 this time. I really go off on it in our review of Turning Red and how it's much worse. I think this actually is better than Turning Red. It's it has some problems. It has some real problems, but it is not the worst movie in the world.
I think of the Disney releases in 2021. I think it's one of the best 2021 releases.
I think it is the second best movie made by the Disney company that heavily features a character named Bruno.
There isn't a character named Bruno. They say Silencio Bruno.
Silencio Bruno. Okay, finally, heavily features the name Bruno.
Yeah.
It is the second best Disney Bruno
what's
movie.
your deal with what is it? What's the movie called?
Luca?
Luca. Why do you like Luca so much?
Oh, well, we can find this out in the Luca review that we never do.
We never
But-
do. We're probably gonna end up doing Luca. Luca's all right. I enjoyed
I
Luca.
really like Luca. I think it is. I think Pixar's been on a real drought. Turning Red.
Are you saying drought because Luca's water related?
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Ha, pun not intended.
I think Pixar's been in a real not. They're not batting 1,000 at the moment, and I think it's one of their few hits of the past half decade.
Well, and at the same time, Disney's kind of screwing over Pixar because a lot of their more recent movies, we say this in the Turning Red video too, they're not getting like actual like big screen time. It's
Right.
all of them have been put on to streaming platforms.
Right. And the farther I get away from Turning Red, the less I like it. The far, you know how you watch something and you like you kind of like it. Like I was kind of down on it. I give it a 6.9. It wasn't my favorite movie, but the more I like get farther away from it and think about it, I don't want to watch it again. That not a
rewatch from Will.
Yeah, not a Turning Red. If we actually did it now, might be a 6.5 or something. So you drop it down some. But yeah, Encanto got better when I rewatched it.
So I love Encanto. I love musicals in general. So if anybody like who's my friend actually like knows me, they know I love musicals. Greatest Showman is like one of my favorite movies.
Greatest Showman's so good.
I love Greatest Showman. And then when they put Hamilton on Disney Plus, I was happy about that.
You have no idea. I lost my mind.
Yeah. I think that's like that was before like we were really close friends. But like I knew like I know you watched that movie like at least 6 times within a week. So,
but I think it has some good songs. It has some real not great songs.
I liked a lot of the music.
Yeah,
a lot of it was actually written. Lin-Manuel Miranda Jr. I hope I say his name right.
Yeah.
He does a lot of music for Disney now. Because I know the first time I seen him was in Moana. He did music for that. And now he's doing music for Encanto. So what was your favorite part of the movie?
Favorite part of the movie, easily Bruno. Bruno's so much better than every other character. I love him. And him putting on the bucket and him being like, I am Ortega or whatever his name was.
You don't even know the character
I
name?
am Oscar. I think that's what it was.
No, he did not say that.
Oh, what was it?
Correct yourself right now.
Oh, that's what it is. Interesting. But I love that he's living in the walls with a bunch of rats.
He's got telenovela on like he's like I have all the entertainment I have and like it's like game show, telenovela, and I'm like, bro, what the heck?
Yeah.
Bruno's a very interesting character. I did love Bruno.
All right.
Now, I wouldn't say Bruno is my favorite character.
Okay.
I did like him as a character though. I loved Camilo. I think because if I had to choose a gift, I'd want his to be able to shapeshift into people.
Right.
And I'm not sure like the extent of his power, but I wonder if he could like shapeshift to animals too if he wanted to.
Maybe
they just never show it because he did like shapeshift into like a baby with a mustache. So maybe he can like shapeshift into a lot more than he lets on.
I would be the guy who conducts animals.
Antonio was a nice character. Didn't like it when he gave away that stuffed jaguar.
You didn't like that?
No, because to Bruno like that was a gift from Mirabelle.
Yeah.
Like to make you comfortable in your room and like that was like a gift. And he's like, here, you can have this. I'm like, bro, what the heck? Like you guys were like super close. I know that's something that kind of bothered me. That's one of the few things that bothered me in this movie.
Right. I think the animation's incredible in this.
Yes, for sure.
The clothes especially. If you just stare at the clothing, you can really just watch this movie
That's
staring at the clothing.
That's why I like being colorful and doing these shirts.
Your Flower Girl fan club?
I'm not a Flower Girl fan club.
That too, when she goes, when she gets turned to the dark side, let's say, when she starts creating cactuses and stuff.
Cacti.
All that stuff looks incredible. This movie's so colorful.
But rewind.
Yep.
Plural for cactus is cacti, not cactuses.
Yeah, cactus eyes. So cactus eyes. The colors, everything looks incredible. You can see the stitching in Maribel's dress a lot. Looks great.
Well, also another important detail is a lot of like Mirabelle's like skirt has a lot of details about her family too.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, if here just pull up like a picture of her skirt, you're gonna see like floral designs and like weights and like different things that represent each family member that kind of relate to their gift. Now, another one of my favorite characters is Mirabelle's dad. So something that this Disney movie did a lot differently is the dads in this movie are like a lot like better dads in a lot of Disney movies. They're not like Mufasa dad, but Mufasa dies, so R.I.P. Mufasa. But their dads like actually care and are like there and trying to be really good parents. Like Felix, I think that's the dad for.
That's yeah,
and then
the two dads,
these guys right here, these guys. So I think they're actually good, solid characters. They're nice, they're caring, and like even little details like the guy, not the Mirabelle's dad, but the other dad, he like with his wife too, like he helps calm her down. There's like a lot of details that they do with him. One of my favorite details when they slide Mirabelle down to the table and then you just see his hand like pull the plate over.
Oh yeah.
Like, this is mine. Which I liked. I mean, the dads are a lot more creative, and then how Mirabelle's dad's like kind of accident prone. And like he's actually dressed a lot differently than a lot of the other people in the town too. Like you saw that he's basically he has like his vest, his white shirt.
Right.
There's a lot of theories that going around the why he's different is he's actually not from the village. He's an outsider that traveled to the village and he met he met Mirabelle met his mom, or
Interesting.
he met Mirabelle's mom, and 3 kids later.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your least favorite character?
It's my least favorite character. Louise is kind of obnoxious. I know that's going to be a controversial one.
Louisa?
Captain Muscles.
Isn't that Courtney's favorite?
Yeah, that's
character?
Courtney's favorite character. She loves that song. And the song's bad. I don't know.
Oh, gosh, that's a good song. What do you mean?
No, it's not. It's...
I'm
the
strong one. I'm not nervous. You don't like that?
No, we need to teach people to be more emotionally repressed. Don't share your feelings with people.
We legit. This is like the second one where we talks about emotional issues that we've done.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, the third one too, because technically Turning Red had emotions involved in it.
Right.
Silent Voice had mental stuff going on with it, and this one has mental stuff going on.
Yeah. It's just a lot. That song's a lot. I don't like it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just for the record, Will's wrong.
No, I'm not.
That song is good.
We'll go through the song list in a second, but that is not one of the good ones. One thing I'll give this movie, it's really funny. There's some genuinely really good jokes in it.
Yeah. Just tell us what everyone can do, and that's why coffee's for grown-ups. If I were you, I would be really sad when the kids find out. Look, how come the kids just don't know that? Because they help around the town all the time. How do they not know everyone's gift?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like they're infants.
Right.
It's like these kids are the same age as Antonio.
I like to think that we see this family at a time when they're getting ready for a wedding. They're kind of expressing their openness to the people about to accept someone in, or a proposal, I guess. Actually, most of the time they live kind of like Dracula. They live in their high castle and stare down on the weak children around them.
Are you saying because Grandma's whole thing is to help the village? That's her whole thing. So that's
what
not
she
true.
says. Help the village get their tax money. That's what Louisa's ripped. She walks down there, hey, knocks on the door, give me your money. Thank you.
They literally after the ceremony, they're like, hey, Lisa's like, I got chores today. She's moving a church.
Mm-hmm. See, I don't think so. I think that was them being nice, getting ready for the wedding. I think here's my theory. Are you ready? Captain Love Pants. What's his name? I don't know. All right, this man right here. He wants to marry the main chick, right? That's because he's Robin Hood. He's trying to Isabella. Yeah, he's trying to get into this rich, aristocrat, or whatever the word is. It's right. No, it's not. Actually, that's too much work. He's trying to break into the upper class. He's trying to get in there, destroy it from the inside. Because they've been sitting up in their castle, looking down on the people of this village. They've been spitting on them. Louisa busts down doors, takes the money. Under the surface, she's a terrible person. And so he's trying to get in there. And that's why, as soon as they go, actually, I don't like you. I don't want to marry you. He goes, oh, I'll marry this other sister. He doesn't like either of them. He doesn't care how he gets in the family.
Bro, then why the heck did they help them, did the whole town help them rebuild their house after all the magic was gone?
Do you think they want Louisa busting into their house
Louisa's
saying,
not that strong when she doesn't have her
wood.
power. She just built.
Do you think they know that? These are their kings. They live on the hill. You can't leave. The mountains are too high. Bruno says it himself. You can't escape.
This is your honest opinion. Oh my gosh.
It's my ongoing theory. Everything I created this theory as I've been talking, and everything I say makes more and more sense to me.
Oh
Bruno says you can't escape.
Yeah, because Bruno's also like a string being, bro. He's like, he doesn't do any cardio. He doesn't lift weights like Louisa does. Because even Louisa still works out. Mm-hmm. Because even though she's strong already, she still works out.
I'm just gonna ask you this question: how many good families, good people families, have a magic future-seeing wizard that lives in a tower at the top of their castle? Exactly. Everyone with that's a villain. Oh my god. They're villains. I'm just telling you.
Moving on.
Okay. I've had 2 energy drinks going into this movie.
We're doing 2 recordings back to back too, so.
Yeah.
This is just gonna be a Will rant, apparently.
Yeah, this movie, I'm gonna say my real problem with this movie, besides some bad songs and overhyped by the general weak-minded populace, this movie's just boring. I don't. And I'm.
Oh my gosh! Shut your mouth.
I'm going crazy because I've had double. I don't.
Your body can't handle caffeine properly, apparently.
The
All right,
movie's boring.
all right, folks. Let's be honest here. Will is completely wrong.
No,
100%.
boring.
Will is one of the most. This is like one of my all-time favorite movies. This of last year for sure, and that may be due to the fact that there was a huge pandemic going on that caused us to have very few movies released last year. So, but still, this is a good, solid movie. The music is done by one of the greatest songwriters known to our generation.
Lin-Manuel Miranda hits about 50% of the time. He smacked it out of the park on Hamilton. He whiffed it hard on In the Heights, which is much worse than this. Encanto's all right, but it's got some bad songs. And then, what's the other movie called? The one with Andrew Garfield. Tick, Tick, Boom. Tick, Tick, Boom is pretty good, but it's got some bad songs in it, too. He's he's 50-50.
What about the songs in Moana?
No, their Moana songs are very good. Yeah. He hits. I'll give him 60-40.
All right, so this is how I'm gonna handle this.
Okay.
All right, I think you're completely wrong on In the Heights. I loved In the Heights. In the Heights was a solid film, solid music.
It's worse than Encanto.
Have you seen the original Broadway play?
I have not. I'll give it that.
So the Broadway soundtrack is a bit different than the movie soundtrack.
Yeah, I'm just going movie. Movie's not good.
Oh my gosh, you're just wrong.
It has one good musical number.
Which
that's
one?
That's the pool one.
The 96,000?
Yeah, 96. And the first is pretty fun to listen to, but it's like, My name's Usnavi, and you probably never heard my name. I don't know what it is. The man's name's U.S. Navy.
Yeah, it's a great joke.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay.
He worked with what they gave him, okay?
All right.
Okay. I think all the soundtracks have been pretty solid. Mm-hmm. There have been some songs I'm like, but I haven't think, he whiffed it. I think he's a solid songwriter. I think he's just very picky.
Okay. What's his worst song, then, that he's ever done? Hamilton's got one bad song.
Which one?
The Winter's Ball. And it's fortunately about 45 seconds long in between two other songs, but it's not great. Everything else is fire in Hamilton.
I wasn't a fan of the Flower song. The Isabella's song. I wasn't a fan of it.
Oh, I like Isabella's song. That was pretty good. I don't know. It was alright. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So now since we're on music, let's talk about the soundtrack now.
I will pop up the song list and let's go through it.
Okay. So then there's the prologue song.
This song might be one of the worst musical songs ever written. Who's in the family? The kids are infuriatingly annoying.
The kids are annoying.
The kids are, you already said it, are you born yesterday? Why do you care about the family? The parts where Maribel's trying to hide her power, that's alright, but it's
the line where like, we don't talk about Bruno, and like that's all they say. So that's I like the song. It's not my favorite song of the soundtrack. Mm-hmm. There are some songs that I can kind of vibe to a bit more.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like that one, like it was a good introduction. It was good for us to like, oh, who are we looking for at?
See, I hated everyone in the family as soon as it started going. I think this song is the single worst part of Encanto. It's I don't know. It's annoying to me, and it's too.
Maybe because you don't like kids.
Oh, I do hate kids. That's probably why. They should make Encanto again, but not include any kids.
Don't include any kids.
Yeah, make them all grown-ups.
Make them all teenagers.
Yeah.
It's tolerable.
Okay, Waiting on a Miracle. Peak Lin-Manuel Miranda.
I like it. I think it kind of gives an insight to how Mirabel actually feels, because her grandma's kind of like just doesn't like her, which sucks. Which both my grandmas, well, I guess all my grandmas love me.
Yeah.
Because my family situation is complicated, to say the least. Now, I feel like what I didn't understand about this song is the power is like, I can't heal what's broken, and like I can't move the mountains, I can't make flowers bloom, I can't change I can't change the morning ring or hurricane. I think that's the lines for it. How come she never like she's not jealous of like any of her cousins' power? She's like her aunt, she's jealous of that power. Like she wants that power. Why doesn't she like want any of her other cousins? Like she could have gotten like, oh, I want Antonio's to talk to animals.
Yeah.
Oh, I want Camilo's power. I want Dolores' power. Now, I do understand why you don't want Dolores' power. Dolores can't control her power like the others can. Because, like, she's able to hear, like she said, she's able to hear this chorus from a mile away from the first song.
Mm-hmm.
That means, like, loud things are very loud to her, which can cause people to go crazy, always hearing loud noises, and, like, basically, like, that's why, like, when she claps, she goes that.
Right.
Because that's clapping for her.
So, what happens if you go up next to her and, like, clap some cymbals together? Does she wind up going deaf?
She probably will freak out.
Right.
I mean, but it's weird that she doesn't. She's jealous of her sister's powers, her mom's power, and her aunt's power.
She just has her favorites. But yeah, I think this musically is one of the few ones I'd actually listen to. I think we're gonna get to the best song of the whole thing. I'm not gonna listen to it in my spare time. This is one of the few I think I don't, because I don't listen to music that much. But if I were to, it'd be Waiting on a Miracle. Next one, Surface Pressure.
I'm the strong one. I'm not nervous. I'm as tough as the crust of the earth is. I mean, I like this song for one reason and one reason alone. It has a lot to do with anxiety. It talks about anxiety. Mm-hmm. That's what Louisa faces a lot. Mm-hmm. Is her anxiety. That she carries the weight of the family on her shoulders because she's the strong one. Mm-hmm. So that's what I like about this song. Mm. Now, Will, tell me why you don't like this song.
It's too... okay, so I think I got off to before I ever saw Encanto, I heard this song 800,000 times on Courtney's TikTok. Mm-hmm. But it's just too ushy-gushy.
Ushy-gushy?
Yeah, just calm down. She also dances like a TikToker. Muscles. There's like a good second where she's like...
She said, yeah.
Renegade. Now... I think we hit the best song of the whole thing.
We don't talk about Bruno, no. We don't talk about Bruno. But
yeah, this is the best song.
They talk about like not talking about Bruno, and then they start singing about it. Mm-hmm. Which is, am I the only one that thinks it's weird in musicals? Like people just will like just start breaking out in song and dance, and no one like questions why. Mm-hmm. Like even a High School Musical, there were scenes where like specifically in High School Musical, it's a song "I Don't Dance," and they're playing baseball. They're like, "Hey bada bada, hey bada bada, swing! I got you, just do my thing." Hey.
I've never seen that. Is it just a whole bunch of sports songs? Because I know the get your head in the game.
No, it's not a whole bunch of sports songs. I mean, okay. it's more situational songs. Just no one questions like, oh yeah, we just break out into song and dance. There's actually an SNL skit that they did about this, because that doesn't just happen in normal day life. Do I wish it would happen on a day-to-day basis? Heck yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like it'd get boring after a while. Mm. Anyway.
I think everyone's heard this song a million times. This is the Let It Go of Encanto.
Essentially.
It's good.
7-foot frame writes along his back. When he calls your name, it all fades to black. Yes, it was necessary for me to sing that because I have to get this out now, because I don't really get to sing much in our other videos. So if someone sees this and then Joey's not that bad at singing, because I have no idea how this is going to sound, because it sounds good to me in my head, but out loud it may not sound good.
Hello, Simon Cowell?
And can we just talk about the fact how in Dolores' line, she talks about she associates him with us as the sound of sand. Dolores can hear almost everything that goes on in the town, which means she can hear Bruno in the walls. So she knew Bruno was in the walls this whole time, just didn't say anything.
What are your opinions on the song What Else Can I Do? I think this is the second best song. No, wait, third best song. It goes Bruno, Waiting on a Miracle, What Else Can I Do?
It was alright.
I think this has the best visuals. I love the cactus like explosion of flowers and everything.
I liked how like her dress changed, and it went from like being this prim and proper dress to being like all messy and like unique, and that was like kind of what she wants to be. Is that she wants to be more or be able to express herself.
Right.
Fun fact.
Yep.
In the original script, Camila was actually supposed to be the family member that Mirabelle has the most conflict with. And the sister was actually supposed to have a love interest. There's supposed to be another guy that's actually an outsider that's from like a modern town, like her dad. Because like, you know how I said like they theorize that that's why he looks different, like he dresses differently. And he was supposed to be a more prominent character as another love interest, the guy she actually loves. But they took that away so it can be more about, oh, it's not, I'm not in love with anybody, I just want to be myself. So which I think was a good solid choice, but I feel like there was like a clip of him, like of the audio of this guy, and I feel like we missed out on a pretty good potential character and some more storytelling at least.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Final song, the one that's in Spanish.
That's not the final song. There's two songs. It's the Spanish one, and then the one where they're rebuilding the house.
Okay. First, we'll do the one that's in Spanish with the grandmother and the flashbacks.
The story. Yeah.
This one got nominated for Best Original Song at the Oscars.
Are you serious?
Yes. How did this song get nominated and not Bruno?
But Bruno was like one of the top grossing ones.
Right. And I get like, do the emotional one. I don't speak Spanish, so I guess I can't fully critique it. It sounds fine. The chorus is pretty good.
It sounds like a good ballad. I mean, like I said, I don't understand Spanish either. As I talk about me being American earlier.
But yeah, the chorus is good. The rest of it, give it the. What are you doing? Give it to Bruno.
Because I don't think it's as It can't be as catchy.
It's not as catchy. Yeah, it's also not as good. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think it's more simple, which isn't a bad thing, but I don't think it should be top Bruno.
The Oscars are a sham.
The Oscars are a sham. It's all rigged. Okay, then the final song.
Final song. I don't even remember this really that much. I couldn't give you an opinion.
So let's talk about Bruno. No. Yeah, there's a lot to say about Bruno. This episode was sponsored by Ford F-150. Ford. No girls allowed. It's time for everyone's favorite segment.
Everybody's favorite segment.
We'll reach Joey a bad review. Joey reacts to the bad reviews with words, and then we see where we go from there. or this acronym.
All right. Are you ready to hear the review?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 star. I hate this movie and would rather eat my shoes by Incessant. This is so bad that I'd rather eat my smelly big shoes made of rocks. It's so cringe, even worse than Among Us. Legit don't buy this movie if you want to hear Among Us for your whole life. I will eat you if you think this movie is good. Eat chocolate, go to sleep instead of watching this movie.
Eat chocolate and go to sleep.
Forget about this movie. Eat the movie.
What? that review didn't make any sense. It didn't like bring up any valid points of why it's like they didn't like it.
He said he'd rather eat his big smelly shoes.
Yeah, that doesn't give you a reason like, oh, this is more cringy than Among Us. What do you mean it's more cringy than Among Us? You're gonna compare a video game to a movie? Good night, man. Okay, there's not really any points to argue with. Just
I'll make a point. This movie's boring. I'd rather eat my big smelly shoes.
There's nothing boring about it. I mean, maybe you just don't like musicals, I guess?
No, I like musicals. I don't like the bits in between. It's just, I don't know. The magic is dying. I don't like magic is what it is. I don't know.
You like playing D&D!
I don't know. This movie won an Oscar.
Oh no, Kirishima. Kirishima's here. Oh no. Oh, Fat Thor.
You know what movie didn't win an Oscar? Summer Days with Koo.
The movie was made in 2006.
They had the Oscars in 2006?
Yeah, it wasn't I'm pretty sure the Oscars are like an American thing, isn't it?
There was a French movie that got nominated for Best Animated.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's called Flea. Or maybe Danish? I don't know. Something. One of those.
Alright. Well, guys, that's the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down what movie you want us to do next. And if you comment down, we might watch it, but we might not watch it. But we might watch it.
Maybe.
Might not watch
Ooh,
it, though.
maybe not.
Bye! I was thinking more of a Sweet Home Alabama.